This is my 1993 NRZX, and right now it's having issues, at the very least. Right now the coolant wants to overheat, and we're gonna fix that today. So as most of you know, these engines can be really hard to work on and very time consuming. So today I am going to fix my mistake that I worked on last time. Right now, my coolant running through the hard pipes at the back of the motor, going to the heater core in the car, is I capped off two hoses that shouldn't have been capped off, and now it's creating air bubbles in the system, which kind of makes these cars unhappy. So I mean, really today what we're going to be doing in these videos is fixing this absolute piece of crap. So really what we got to do today is drain the coolant all the way down there. I don't know if you can see it, but all the way down there is the bleeder valve. I already have a pan down there to drain some of the coolant, and then gotta take off the upper intake plenum, that thing right there, big silver thing, big hunk of silver. I'm gonna take that off today, which really sucks every single time. Doesn't really matter. I don't care who you are, what you say, it sucks. So basically, this video is gonna be a really big time lapse of taking apart basically this whole top half right here. I'm gonna be taking off the intake piping. I'm gonna be taking off the balance tubes. I'm gonna be taking off all the coil packs and injector plugs. And yeah, just gonna go from there. You know, all the odds and ends. Gonna be taking off the fuel system and plugging all these rubber hosings. Yeah, so really just gonna be a very big and hopefully for you guys satisfying time lapse. And like this time, what I didn't do last time is I'm going to actually number all of these. I had replaced all of the injectors with new style fuel injectors. Unfortunately, I didn't make a video on that. But I didn't label these last time, so I spent a couple days trying to figure out which one went to where. With this upper intake plenum off, which really sucked. But this video, I'm actually going to be numbering these from 1 through 6 finally, which needs to be done, so I don't do that again. So basically the numbers on these pistons are 1, 3, 5, then 2, 4, and 6. So that's how I'm going to be numbering all these wires for the coil packs and injectors, so that I don't mix it up this time. So quick little update. I actually got the intake plenum off. It's over here. I was planning on reusing the gasket, but it got a little hot when the car tried to overheat a little bit, and you know, that leads to cracked gaskets, unfortunately. So the car unfortunately won't be running this video, but that's what the next video is for. I'm gonna be putting it all back together next video. I'm gonna order a new gasket, probably overnight it, and then film that video for you guys for the next video. So yeah, it sucks that cracked, but it is what it is. But over here, always make sure that whatever project you're working on, always plug your intake runners, because you do not want something dropping down there. That's very bad for anybody's situation. For anybody out there with experience, you guys know. But now I can show you what I was trying to get to. These wires right here, I messed up on that. I plugged it off, and I should have rerouted it back into itself to that other one down there. And that is what caused all of this. So long story short, make sure you do your research, because with a car like this, all this has got to come off, all that has to come off too. Do your research, people. But as I was saying before, that has to come off, and then the little one down there has to come off, and I have to reroute them into each other so that the coolant flows properly and doesn't create a massive air bubble or air pocket or whatever you want to call it inside of the coolant system, which, you know, in turn makes a car not want to stay cool. So I'm gonna replace those two things and route it back into themselves. I'm gonna drain the coolant, and then I'll see y'all back in a little bit. Okay, so right now you can see we got the coolant draining. I got it open so it breathes, and after that all drains out, hopefully I can get to that. Once I can get to that, then I can replace the tubes, and it won't create any more air bubbles in the system, which will be amazing because I'll actually be able to drive this car on the road again. You guys will see me around hopefully soon. Alright, so while that's draining, I'm gonna go ahead and do a time lapse on the little pipes back there, because that can be a pain. So y'all enjoy. So I got that top pipe off. That one was insanely easy. That one, not so much. That's going to be very hard to get to, because when I plugged that bottom one off, apparently there's another squeeze clamp that is all the way underneath at the very bottom of it. I can't get to that with any of my tools, but I'm gonna go to the store and get a tool to get that out. I'm gonna get some very long needle nose pliers to get that out. So I'll see you when I get back.
But I'm so bored, and I'm so lost that I might need you right now. 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 Wait, I don't know what you're talking about. I think this music's too loud. I can't even hear myself, 'cause I don't remember.
So we got the part, finally. I'm gonna go back and fix this thing.
There's something to see, so important to me, 'cause I don't remember. 'Cause I don't remember. 'Cause I don't remember. 'Cause I don't remember. If only I knew, I'll still forget everything else. My head's lost in the well, and I'm here by myself. Don't remember anything else. What's going on in my head? I can't remember, maybe I'm dead. I can't remember, maybe I'm dead.
Okay, so I got back, you know, obviously with the tool. It's still be pretty hard to take that one tube back there out, that one right there, but I did get the top off. The bolt is off. So now I just gotta get to that bottom clamp, but I broke these off that were sitting right there. They were sitting right there. These were the coolant hard pipes that were going to. They would follow right here and they go under the plenum over here to the throttle bodies. And over here too, and it's on both sides actually. This side might actually still have it. Yeah, you can see right here. This is a rubber hose, and then there is metal piping going all right here, and then all right here under the intake plenum to go to the throttle bodies. And with these Z's, you don't need it because of how hot they are. It doesn't really make a difference when the fuel is atomized in the injectors. So a lot of Z owners delete them, hence why I deleted mine. I just did it improperly. So now I'm going to get that tube down there out so that I can reroute that to right here. And if you're wondering, if you know about Z cars, you're wondering why did I do that if I could just replace this entire pipe and cut these off and then weld them shut. Well, that's because back here it goes all the way up and under at the back of the motor, and that's where it bolts up. I can't quite get to there, you know, because space. But over here I was actually able to. I took the old one off, as you can see right there. Right there. Right there, there's one right there, and there's one at the bottom right there. Those were welded shut, so I have no problem with those. So I have another replacement over here, just to give you a visual. So basically, the bolts sit right there, and it basically sits in there just like that. So you can imagine how much of a pain that would be to unbolt. So yeah, I already have them welded, but I can't get to them, so hence why I'm just routing it back to the other one so that there's no air bubbles in the system. Unfortunately, that's going to be really hard to get to take off, so I will not be filming it because it's going to be really hard to film. So you'll just see it once it's done. This little tube caused all of this. Do your research, people. This little tube, if it will focus. Hello? There we go. This little tube caused all of that. And it came off of, I'm gonna put this down real quick. It came off of right there. That little tube all the way down there. That's what it came off of. So now what I'm gonna do is basically that tube down there, all the way down there, I'm going to get another rubber hose and round it all the way up back into this one. So it's basically just going to be like a big loop, because I can't weld that other one because it's so deep in there. I'm going to replace it with some of this hose over here and loop it around. So unfortunately this hose over here, this one that I was trying, it's too small for the hole over there. Doesn't work, but I even tried the bigger one right there. That one's a little older, so it's kind of like brittle-ish, but that's not the issue. It just doesn't fit. It's not pliable enough. So, next video won't be on the Z. The Z will probably be together by that time, because I'm really impatient, to be honest. But next video will be on that. That will be completely torn apart next video. Stay tuned. The first video is already out. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's really cool. But this one will be completely torn apart as of not this coming video, because it's going to be on the Z. But the next video after the Z will be on this one. This one will be completely torn apart. Go check it out. It's going to be awesome. And make sure, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe so you can see the best videos that I make. And make sure to like the video, obviously, and comment on the video. Make sure it helps me, know what y'all like. So for all you guys who want to keep watching me, keep watching. I'm loving it. It's an amazing adventure so far for all these different bikes and all these different projects, and I want to share it with you guys. So I want to be able to entertain you guys with the stuff that I do that's interesting, not just be alone in my cave here and not show it to the world. So if you like the content, keep watching, like the video up so you know so I know what you like. And I mean, if you like it that much, go ahead and subscribe,